Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. Thank you all for clicking and watching the video today. We're going to put some papers on our book today. Start decorating it up. So this is going to be my front cover. And I'm going to have this as my spine piece. And then I'll have the same on the back cover. So I'm going to put them on. And then I'm going to decide what I would like to have as my front label, or my decorative piece for my front, like the title or whatever. I got a few cut aparts that I've got picked out, but I've kind of been going in between, so I'm going to decide that. Hope everybody's doing good today, hanging in there. I think this will be y'all's Thursday video. It's my Wednesday night. Sound a whole lot better today than I have been this week. Still has, every once in a while, it's a little raspy. But I think we finally getting over this mess. So I'm using my wet glue so I can have the wiggle room to put my stuff down. Putting it down where I got a 1/4 inch border pretty much all the way around it is what I'm aiming for. As straight and level as I can get it. So now what I did was I just took in just the middle of my book and spread the pages out, and I'm going to lay it flat to put my papers on my spine and stuff, just to make sure that it's on there straight and lined up. Oh, that's going to be pretty. I like that. So I think I'm going to do this polka dot to match these polka dots on here. And then I'm going to take and put this here. And this was 12 by 12 paper. I cut it down because it's going to be 8 inches high. So that gives me my long strip. And then the piece of paper here I'm going to do on the inside cover. So from the long strip that would be like this, from the polka dots, that's where I cut that from. So I try to always pick out my outside and inside covers first. So then most of the time, whatever is my inside cover, if it's non-directional, then I can take that long 4-inch strip from the 8 by 8, or the 12 by 12. I can take that 4-inch strip that I cut off, or I cut it down to 8 inches, and I can use that for my spine piece. Now I could have did, the striped here, but I wanted the polka dots. Thought that'd be cute. So I'm going to try my best to line this up. I should have did the spine first. Then I could have lined it all up. That's what I should have did, ain't it? Then you have your top and your bottom, where it all lines up pretty good. And on this, you're just kind of evening it up, is what I did. I'm using the Elmer's all-purpose glue. It dries fairly quickly. I like it because it gives you the wiggle room where you can wiggle and straighten your stuff up when you put it down. And then it dries fairly quickly too. And it dries clear, so it's a win-win. I'm just lining that up with the top and bottom, and then making sure that it's in the middle of my spine. It looks like it's a smidge off, but that's okay. that is my cover. Flip it over here. I'm going to put my inside pieces, my inside covers down. I'm going to pick it up. Good gracious. Can't get a hold of it. So I hope everybody's doing good. Hope if you all have decided to build you a mini album, pick your own papers or what have you. Hope y'all are having fun doing it and it's working out for you. So that's why I went ahead and did all the measurements yesterday after we glued our pages in. I bent that crooked when I put it down. I did all the measurements of what you would need to cut your decorative paper to cover it with. So if you wanted to go ahead and work ahead, you could. But you all know that I work for an hour in the evening when I get home on my projects that I need to do for my gifts and stuff like that. For my family, for special occasions, birthdays, Halloween, Christmas, fall, anniversary type stuff, whatever. And this is a special order request from the grandbaby. She wanted me, Mom, to make her a Halloween themed book to put her Halloween pictures in. And so that is what we are doing for Miss Luna Bud. She picked her papers out. So she liked this one because it had Halloween colors. She had one to pick from for, it had just kind of like the, this is orange, black, and white theme. And then the other one had some green and purple in it. But she said she wasn't going to be a witch this year, so she didn't need witch papers. And I said, okay. And I'm trying to not put, you know, nothing spooky in it. Because, you know, she's 4, so. But she wanted this paper pack for her Halloween pictures to put in. And basically what I do is I put it in there and I eyeball it and center it up. It's not perfect measurement, but I try to eyeball it where it's got 1/4 inch all the way around it. Okay, so now we got our front and our inside covers. Let's see what we want to go with that. I might start here on the back page. Now what I was thinking was on my flat pieces, and I don't know if I'm going to put the flap on it. She don't really say she wanted that. So now we'll need to cover like the front piece and the inside piece. And then so I'm thinking I want the front piece and this piece to be the same. So you have the contrast. You see what I'm saying? And then this piece will be on the front. So then when you turn the page, you'll need to have something here. So I may put this piece here, because then this will be here, and then it'll go back into this on the front, and then we're going to have this piece on the inside here, and that piece will be on the front there. I think I'm going to like that if we do it that way. I think so. Okie doke, that's what we're going to do. I'll just put them back up here, and then we'll pull them out and cut them as needed. Alright, so the first piece I need to cut is this one. Now, some of these are directional, so you'll need to be mindful of that. You want your paper to be up this way, so when you cut it, you're going to cut down to 8 inches to get your longest piece strip cap. And then when you turn it, you'll cut it to your actual size. So these all have branding strips on them, so let's cut that off first, because we don't need that into our paper measurement. Just put that to the side. Cut my branding strip off. I'm going to cut it down to 8 inches first, and be mindful if it's a directional piece of paper. So that gives me 4 inches there to play with, where I can use the front or the back, either one. Later on. So this one goes here, and that is going to be 8 inches tall by 4 3/4 wide. So I need to cut 2 pieces that are 4 3/4 out of the 8 inches. So I'll have a piece for the front flap and the inside flap. So that's going to go here. Oh, that's going to be pretty. I like that. And then this piece will go here. Either I can use the same piece there, or I can turn it over and use the bats on the other side, and that'll be all white papers right there. I don't know, I like this piece. I like that. I probably wishing now that I put the polka dots, so then it would have had the black stripe on it, but that's fine. Because the black and stripe goes better with what I have to choose from. Let's do that. Let's put the bats like that on the front. Put the candy corn here. I'll be happy with that. That's fine. Indecision, you know. Can't mess it up. Moonbeam will fire me. She'll have to go hire her another YouTuber to make her picture books from now on. Me mom messes it up. I don't want to get fired on you know, on my project. Okay, so let's see. This is directional because it goes this way, so we need to cut long ways this way. Let's not mess you up. Alright, so we cut it down to 8 inches first. And that gives me my height. So I cut here. So that gives me my height. And so then on the inside of this paper, it is 5 1/8 wide. So I need to cut that. I like the candy corn better with that. So we're going to put these down. Now these little strips here, I'll come back with a non-directional piece that's the same color and cut all those so it's cohesive throughout the book. Probably whatever I decide for my cut apart to put on the front. Whatever piece of paper I cut for that is what I'm going to make those out of on the back side, because it'll be a solid sheet. Alright, so we're just going to eyeball it, make sure that it's kind of even all the way around. And put it down. Yeah, the hardest part of these is getting the cover done. It takes a little bit to do that, but once you get the cover done, get your pages put in, figure out, you know, what you want on your pages. Like I said yesterday, I was thinking about putting another flap here, but I think we're going to be fine with this right here. And you take your glue spreader and just go from the middle, spread your glue out. Okay, so now on this, do I want the candy corn? I like the candy corn, I really do. And so see, that's how that's going to look like that. I still like the candy corn better. Yep, I like that. So we're going to do candy corn on both. So I try to pick these kits that Cortabella and Echo Park have, because they're really a bunch of, you know, background pages basically that will make beautiful mini albums with all of their decorative paper. So when you put a picture down, it'll still have a border around it. It's so pretty. So basically we can put a 4x6 on that, and it would still have, you know, the border of the candy corn around it. So you can put a 4x6 down. You can put 2 3x5s on here. You can put 5x7s on these. And I'm just making sure that my glue's spread out good, so my corners don't come up on my paper. So when you see me going and rubbing the corners, that's what I'm doing, making sure my corners are glued down. And I wanted kind of, you know, like the darker and then the white, the dark, you know, on alternate like that is what I was going for. I didn't want all of the dark on one set and all of the light color on one set. So I kind of wanted the contrast of the dark and the light together. And all I'm doing is I'm holding that off screen, gluing, and you know, pretty sure we all know how to put glue on a paper. So I'll line it up top and bottom, make sure it's even on the sides, and I push it down. I'll go from the middle out, spread the glue out. That's why the other day I went through when we actually put our papers in it and went through and did all the measurements on it. I like doing that. So then it's just, when you decide you want to decorate, then all you got to do is just cut your paper and glue it down. I don't know why I feel like I'm sitting on my tiptoes or standing on my tiptoes today. So then that's the first page. And like I said, on these strips here, I'll go through and put the same all the way down. All right, so my next page, I'm going to put this on the front. And this is going to be on the inside. Now let's see what's on the back. Oh, that would be pretty, wouldn't it, to put beside of that on the inside. I like that. What's on the back of this one? Nah, not so much. Okay, so then what's on the back of you? Can we use you as the black there? Put that there. And then we have the pumpkin faces there. And then on this page, we would have the orange. Because if I do that, on this side, then that's going to be together. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. I really don't want to do this because this is tone on tone. It's got black stars on the inside of it. You can see that. And I really don't want that there. And I really don't want the same piece here with the clashiness. It's a little busy for the eyeballs. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And then if we cut another sheet with something else on the back of it, that will go a little better there. Because there's some little skeletons on the other one that's orange background. I may put that over here. Cutting it down to 8 inches again. And that needs to be, the front flap needs to be 4 3/4. I'll leave that there until I decide for sure what I want. Because basically whatever goes on the inside page is like my showcase star of the page. Does that make sense? Lay that there until I decide what I want to put. Alright, so we'll have that there and then that. So then you have the little jack-o'-lanterns with their little heads peeking out just a wee bit, and that's on the front. So now I gotta decide. I want the orange polka dots here. Kind of like that, but kind of not. All right, we'll wait. We're going to wait on this page. Yep. Well, no, I can't do that because I'm going to do orange polka dots here. Okay. I know this is what I'm wanting in these spots, so we're going to do this. Then we're going to assess our situation because I picked out what I wanted on the front and what I wanted here, not what I wanted there. So we're going to go through and cover our flaps and our base pages first, and then we'll see what we have cut apart front and back, what we like where best. And that's how we're going to go with this situation. So we're just squaring it up, top and bottom, side to side. Let's see, I really think that orange would be pretty there with another, some kind of decorative orange here. So I kind of want that, but then, you know, what's my cover going to be here? Let's see, what do we have? Do we have this orange? Then we like that, and then put this on the front. I kind of do. Yeah, let's do that. Or we could do the black on both sides like that. That would be pretty. I like that better. Because I think the orange is fighting with that. Do y'all see that? Yep. Because see, the black makes that pop. Alright, so we'll do that. I need to cut you to 5 1/8. Yeah, I like that better, because see, if we do the orange is making that fight for it. So, but I like the polka dots with this. Complexed. And then that makes that pop more too. Okay, black it is. Okie doke. Done. And that's really, you know, my train of thought. That's how I do it. You know what is whatever I'm putting beside of this gonna fight for that attention that's in the so-called showcase. When you flip it open, you're like, oh, look, that's so pretty. So in this case, you don't have just one center, you have several. Okay, so now I'm going to get up here and eyeball with this corner and that corner to make sure that that lines up. And the bottom is somewhat lined up and the sides are straight. And that's how we do it. Okay. Yeah, I like that because it makes this pop, it makes that pop. It looks the eye rest. This is, you know, would have been busy all the way across. See? Yeah, that would have been too bright and busy. And it's pretty. And I liked it because, you know, the polka dot's there. But I like the black check. I think that's pretty. So then we could definitely put a good 5 or 7 on that and not worry about the background being completely covered up. So I do a good line all the way around the outside of it, and then I do the crazy glue on the inside of it. Just make sure that my corners and the sides are down. Alright, so I'm going to put this here, make sure that that top is lined up with that one. Make sure my sides are kind of even. And then I'll take and push it down. And sometimes you got to be careful if you put too much glue on it. When you go to spread your glue out, your paper will shift on you. I've had that happen quite a few times, actually. And I'll be like, oh man, the paper shifted. dirty fingers with the black paper there. That glue is. Now, this kit has stickers, so that's why I'm trying to use some of the darker tones. So then we can put the stickers down. Now, I think I'm going to put this here on this page. So, you know, I'm not having to recut another page, and it's not wasting a page. I think so. So that's going to be 3 or 4 and 3/4. 4 and 3/4. So we'll put that down. I like that. Yep, I like that a bit. Actually, let's wait on that and see what our next paper is. Okay, so we'll flip this over. Probably should have waited to cut that to see what this paper here is going to be. Alright, so my next set, because I had these. So that's going to be there. This was going to be here. And then I have ghostlies I can put there, and I'm going to put this piece here and the other piece of this on the back side. Yeah, because that's spider webs. That's a checker. That's stars. And that's stripes. Yep. So that's what we're doing there. Well, instead of cutting that ghost piece, why don't we do this? We'll put this on either side. Put this in the middle. This is going to be here. Right? And take this piece and put it on the back. I won't need to cut that. So I'm thinking now of not cutting that at all. So this piece here is already cut, so that needs to go here. So we won't even think about you. Okay. So I need to cut this piece, put it here. This is going to get here and here. And I'll have this piece to go on the back side. Right? But I think I'm going to need a piece for here. Is that going to put me that piece short? I think it is. So you're going to go there. Skulls and crossbones there. Yeah, I still need one piece to go here. Let me see. I got this piece here. It's 8.5 by 11, and it's the colors, and I won't have to cut up a whole 12 by 12 sheet. And then I'll still have enough of those with the cut apart pieces to make another one. Oh look, I forgot about this piece. Look, that's cut already. So now what we're gonna do? Yeah, so we'll have this piece here. I'm going to cut this piece to put here and on this side. This piece will be cut to go here, and on the very back page, this piece will go here. Yep. And that's the plan, man. Okie dokie, let's put it down before I change my mind again. So then I'm trying to not cut as many papers as, you know. And which is another reason why I like using the 12 by 12s for these, because then you don't have to cut as many. You can do it with an 8.5 by 11, but then you'll have to cut the papers, you know. You have to cut the papers down. If you do 12 by 12 and it's 6 inches or less than 6 inches, then, you know, you can do 1 12 sheet and cover, you know, 2 pages. Okay, so what I do with these on the top is I line them up with the one underneath where the top and the bottom is, and I even the sides up to make sure that it's straight. Just come through and make sure that the glue is spread good and even all underneath that paper. Okay, now we've got to cut these pieces and get them situated. This piece here, we decided was going to go where? Here or the back page? I can't remember. What did I say? These two here. That one here and here. This one's going here. And that needs to be 4 3/4. Yeah, so really if you sit down and start building, you can do your base cover, your inside pages, in an hour or 2, depending on if you use wet glue, because you know you need to let your spine dry completely before you try to fold it so your paper doesn't ripple on you. And then you put your pages in, and if you're adding flips and flops to it, you know, you maybe add another 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how elaborate of the flips and flops that you add to it. And now this one here, so I don't have an under paper, I'm going to use my back piece as to where it needs to go, top and bottom. And I know it looks like I'm just, you know, but I'm spreading that glue out so I don't have to worry about my papers or my ends, my corners coming up. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip you over. I need to cut 2 pieces of this because it's going here and on the back side of this at 5 1/4. After we cut this branding strip off of here. Look at it again. 5 1/4, 2 pieces. There's that one. I think I'm going to turn it over so I have the October 31st on the back side as well. So I'm going to turn it over and cut it this way. So then I'll cut off of this side and make sure that's on my paper. So 5 1/4. So see, and then this will be right here on this side. That's going to be pretty. Okie doke. So now we cut this one. Do this one and this side. The hardest thing about doing these books is making sure your height-wise is, you know, when you cut it for your direction. That's the hardest thing about these books. It's getting lost on the directional cuts. Alright, so I need one at 5 3/4, and I need the other one at 4 3/4. Oh no, what did I do? I did cut that at 5 3/4. Why is it not fitting? I lied to myself. Do you see my... Is that not what I've been cutting the whole time? 5 1/4, because it measures 5 3/4. See that mistake there? Oh my goodness, y'all. I messed that up. I'm so sorry. Well, shucks. That's fine, because I know I still got that, but that's 1/4 of an inch that I lost on a decorative strip that I could have done something else with. And that burns me up. It does, it burns me up. And I was just talking about. And I went through and double measured all these papers. I sure did. And wrote down the measurement of it instead of the decorative part of it. Knucklehead. Oh, that makes me so mad. Let me double check this one, because I know if I done that one wrong, I probably done this one wrong. Nope, that one's right. Crazy. Well, you know what I was about to do? Cut that and I did about 2 inches worth. Cut it at 4 1/4, and it's supposed to be 4 3/4. My goodness. Knucklehead. See there? Where I cut that? Knuckle noggin. But I got black soot, so if it shows the white, or the core of it is white, I'll ink it. Oh, goodness gracious. Can you believe I just done that? Oh, I'm so mad with myself right now. Why would you do that? But that's how quick it happens. Knuckleheadedness comes on with no warning. It really does. Alright, so I'm just going to center this up because I don't have any pre-laid page. And I'm going to push this here together to cover it where Meemaw cut it wrong. And it'd probably help if I had black soot on it. Y'all just don't know how irritated that makes me. Which, I mean, you could probably tell in my voice, but yeah. So I'm going to hit that with the black soot right there. Oops. Because it had just a little smidge of that white showing through the paper. And that probably makes it look worse than it is. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to put a sticker on it. Shut up. We're going to put a sticker on you. Because now I see the black soot. That's irritating me too. Ugh. You big knucklehead. What are you thinking? all the rest of them's been cut at 5 1/4. Why would that one be cut at what it measures? Crazy. Now, I'd be seeing a whole lot of other choice words if I wasn't on camera. I would really just lay into myself. I really would. Even if I wasn't shooting the videos, you know, supposed tutorials. I would be a cussing up one side and down the other at myself right now if I wasn't on video. Alright, so now where this one here, we can kind of go by these other papers here and line it up top and bottom. And then make sure we have the same distance and it's evened up. Just go around, smooth it down, then we'll take our glue spreader from the middle out. Get that glue good and spread down so our corners don't come up. That corner right there just wants to flip flat. So we're going to fix it and put a little dab of glue on it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of, it's got a whole 12 of 12 sheet of stickers. We're just going to go through in some of these pages and just put decorative stickers on it. You can still put your pictures on it. Which most of the time when I make these albums like this and I give them as gifts, what I do is I'll take and give them the decorative sticker paper for their album. And then let them, when they put their pictures down, they can go through and decorate the album after they put their pictures down and put the stickers where they like. Because most of the time, if you put a sticker here, you're going to want a 4x6 here, and your sticker will impede on where your picture placement goes. Okay, so let's get this one put down. And that is all of our pages and decorative bits. Now on these, I will add a pocket here to most of them. And go and add like the cutoffs for my decorative papers. I will take and put them on the cardstock that matches the base of it. And make photo mats to put in the pockets in the front and the back. So I'll have decorative paper on the cardstock from the base build of it that matches. So they have extra picture room to put on the back and the front and the little pockets. Alright, so we're just lining that up top and bottom. Evening the sides out, and then we'll go down and stick it down. And then I'm going to lay these out because that's going to make it have a bump on it. I'm going to lay them out. Smooth the glue from the inside out. Okay, so now that is our book decorated with our decorative papers anyways. So now let's see if I have a strip where I can cut strips to do all these. 1, 2, 3. I need of them. Would that be pretty in between all of it? Because that's the outside cover leftover bit. I think it would. It would tie it all together. So see, all of these are turned long ways, so that all of them would make good pockets. And see, the thing on this is the decorative strip is not long enough. But if you make a 6x6, those decorative strips work perfect in there. So I'm going to save those bits for the just in case. Look, I only need 3 of them, right? So why don't we do this? I don't like doing that because it don't match up. And I could do that and not cut this long piece. And if I do that, and that's going to be enough to do all 3 of them. This may be enough to do all 3 of them. Right there. From there to there. And there. Yeah, that would be enough to do all 3 of them. And see, this is a non-directional, so that would be a good to cut it in half, do 4x6 photo mats. Is what I'm looking at. All of these are directional. So what I'm doing is I'm getting all of these strips because, like I said, I can do a 4x6 and have these decorative strips that go down the middle of it. And I probably will do a 4x6 just for my own personal album for her for Halloween. But these will be 3 good non-directional to have 3 photo mats in the front and 3 in the back. Cut them in half at 6 inches, and that's 4x6 photo mats right there. So you can put a nice size 3x5 on it and have them in the front and the back. So that's what I'm going to do with those. Make those photo mats. And I do think I am going to take this and cut it and put it in between, because that's enough. Oh, look. We can do that with it, couldn't we? Do the polka dots on that side, and that'll be enough to do all 3 strips with the polka dot bit. I like that. Okie doke. Alright, so that's my bits. Now let's see, what kind of pocket do I want? Too busy. Cute but busy. Cute but a little busy to me. That's cute and dark and not as busy. And that works for both sides. Doesn't take away from these pages. I actually like that. And that's the pocket. Now let's see, what are these? Oh look, we could do spiderweb pockets. That would be cute, wouldn't it? What's on the front? Ooh, that one. Yeah, I think I like the spiderweb pockets. So what I would do is I would just take and cut the length of the paper. And I'm going to pinch the top end just a smidge when I glue it down. And it will cause it to pucker up. And then I can put my 3 photo mats in there. Yep. I like that with the little spidey webs. That's cute. I like that better because, you know, this side here I can make photo mats out of that. And I can use it on other stuff. So I'm going to keep those. This is my photo mats, and that's going to be my intersection spine coverage. So what I do is I'll get my my white cardstock, and I'll cut them down where this is it's going to be 6 inches by 4 inches. I'll cut it 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and I'll glue this down where it'll have a white border around it as well. So that's what I need to do with that. So I need I'm just going to do 2 sheets, because I'll wind up having to cut it down anyways. I could probably do 2 here and there, and 1. Yeah, I'll need 2 sheets, because I can do 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 this way. Have 2, but I can't. I don't know. I'm talking too much. No, because it's got to be 6 inches. So I'd have to do it this way. So I need 3 sheets. Quit talking so much, dummy. I was trying to figure out where I could just, you know, do. Yeah, because I'm still going to have a wide strip here. Yeah, I'll still have strips left. That's fine. I need 3 sheets of white cardstock to make my bits. Okay, so now on my pocket, I can take and do a white gusseted pocket, but I'm just going to glue this. I'm going to cut it the same length as this decorative paper here on both sides, so I can get that out of that one piece, and it'll use it up pretty much. And then when I glue it, I just pinch the pocket pieces up at the top so it'll hold 3 of them. And that is 6 inches, right? I think it was. No, it was not. That was 5 3/4. Was it? Nope, it was 6 inches. Quit lying to yourself, crazy. Alright, so we'll cut them at 6 inches. So that'll be that pocket there, and I'm just going to put it over that paper. And like I said, when I glue it, I'll just squeeze a little bit on the top to pucker that, where it'll give me the room to put my... Yeah, I think I'm going to like that. Yep, sure am. And that'll give me the room to put my photo mats in it. This needs to be 1/4. That needs to be 1/4. That needs to be half. So let's do that first. Let's do 1/2 inch. I don't know why I can't measure on that thing. I just can't do it. How are you crooked? I don't understand you, buddy. Well, okay. There is 4, because there's a naked line at the top. Okay. piece will go right there. And see, and this is where the book folds, and that's where the page folds. 1/4 of an inch. That's going to be a pain to cut that. And hold it still. I need 2 of them. Come here, piece of paper. And then that will go there, like so. And I need another 1/4 of an inch. Ooh. This thing is testing my measurement skills, I tell you what. Because my piece of paper is getting too skimpy. Okay, we got you, buddy. Be still. Maybe somewhat crooked. It looks crooked to me. No, it don't look crooked that way. Maybe it's just where the polka dots are different from top to bottom. So then those papers go like that, and you have a border around it as well. That's cute. I like that. Okay. So we're going to glue them strips down. I'll glue my pockets in. And I'll finish my my little photo mats up off camera. But what I'm going to do, because it's 12 of 12 non-directional paper, is I know that it is 4 inches because I cut the 12 of 12 paper down to 8 inches tall. So, you know, 8 inches minus 12 is 4. So I'm going to take and cut the cut them exactly in half, and that'll give me a 6 inches by 4 inches photo mat. But on my white border, I'm going to do 4 1/4 tall by 6 1/4, or 6 1/4 tall by 4 1/4 wide. Let me get that right. All right, so when you do your photo mats, you have your 4 inch wide, and this is 12 inches. So I'm going to cut it in half. So it'll be 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So you'll do 4 1/4 wide by 6 1/4 tall to have your 1/4 inch border around them for your placemats, your photo mats. And you should be able to put 3 in each pocket. I'll probably put more glue on these little strips than I did my actual whole papers, but because it's this little strip and it has such, you know, every little piece can catch on something and flip up, I want it stuck down good. Yeah, I like that. I like that polka dot strip there. I think it's pretty. A little more cohesive than that black check side was. I think that's why I wasn't liking that much, because it was each piece was different looking. Sometimes the score on the cover I can't see that well. So I'll pick it up and make sure I got it centered. Okay, I'm going to wipe my fingers. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with these pockets. So whichever way you want to glue it, put your thumb on where you want the opening to be. And I will not put a thumb pull on them most of the time. I'm just going to go right around the edge. Because it's not going to be a gusseted pocket. So we need to make sure that it stays glued down. Okay, so I'll line the bottom up with the paper that's underneath. And I'll lay it down. And then I'll make sure that the sides are lined up with it as well. And I'm going to hold it with my fingers. I'll glue the sides and the bottom to make sure that the glue's on it. That black paper and that glue is just getting on my nerves. Because you just want your glue right where your pocket is attached. So then your top pieces, just take and pucker them in. See where that paper's raising up. So you see how I did that? I just took just ever so slightly and just puckered that in at the top. Now it still covers my papers on either side. But if I move it any more, then you're going to see that paper out from underneath there. So we're just putting it ever so slightly of a pucker on that paper to make it lift up. So I can put my 3 photo mats in there. Now where I have glue fingers on all of this paper and stuff, I will come back through with my glue eraser and get that off. Alright, so now before I do the back piece, I want to make sure that this is good and down. Because when I flip this over, it's liable to move if it's not glued good. Not, you know, stuck good anyways. Because of the weight of the paper. Yep, it stayed. Okay. So we'll do the same thing. So decide wherever you want the top to be. Put your finger there. Glue the rest of it. Just around the sides in a U shape. Okay, so again, we'll line our bottom up with our paper that's already on here. And lay it down. Make sure our sides match. I'm going to hold it in the middle, and I'm going to go around the U shape to get the rest of the glue stuck. Because when we take these here and pucker them in, that bottom piece will pop loose sometimes. And see, you're not doing a whole bunch. You're just giving it a little room in that pocket. Your paper still lines up on the sides. And you're just giving it a little pucker. So it'll have a little more room because it's not a gusseted pocket now. And it'll allow you to put your photo mats in there. And you just keep going over it. And the heat of your fingers will help the glue dry underneath. So now I can put, you know, my 3 photo mats in here. Alright. So the front piece, and then I'm going to leave it, I may put just an orange or black strip here where they can write the year or what have you on it. I don't know yet. Now this is where I was a little complex because I don't know what I want on the front of my book. So I'm thinking I'm going to pull out the sticker sheet and not even worry about the cut apart sheet. And see, there's a bunch of cut aparts. It's 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4 pieces of cut aparts. And that stars on that's a stripe, that spiders, and then that stripe. So I have all of those papers still, plus these, that I can make another photo album with. And I probably will. So I was thinking I want Happy Halloween here. That's what I'm thinking. Now what else do I want? Do I want to put the ghost trim on it on top and bottom, or just put Happy Halloween on it? I think that's cute. Because that's the piece that the pockets are on, see? Because I was thinking of doing too cute to spook, but I really like them. So now, on my pockets, I can put stuff on them. Sure enough could. Close that cutter up so it'll quit flopping. Okay, so see, I can put too cute to spook there. And we can put ghosts, goblins, and ghouls oh my on one. Now let's do the monster mash. You know, just whatever. Alright, the first thing I'm going to go do is cover up that piece where I messed it up and cut it wrong. Put a stickery bit on that right here in this corner. Well, I don't know. Can I put spooky right there? No, it's wrote to go that way in it. Well, I could put this tag bit there. And that's what I can do. And then put it coming off of the corner right here like that. There we go. Okie doke. Then on this side over here, I'm going to put trick or treat. It's a little tag bit. Just so it doesn't look so, you know, inart-tuned over there by itself. There we go. Then nobody will ever know the difference besides us and YouTube. Alright, I think that's all the bits that I'm going to do for now. But that's how our little book come out. I like that a lot. So then I have this Halloween, and I want it to go right here on the side, so when you put it on the shelf, center it up the best I can. See, I can eyeball measure pretty good. Pretty good there. So then we'll put Halloween, and then we'll put us a little label here. It says, you know, what year it is or what have you. Or we can put, you know, the orange and black numbers here to what year it is, and it'll be on the shelf like that with the numbers. That's going to be cute. I like that. I still might put Too Cute to Spook on the back. But we'll see. So I know this blends in, but I just like that on there. I'll put that one on that one. And see how that paper is wibbly? Because it's got that pucker on it. And on the back piece. I'm going to put just here for the yummy treats on this back piece. Right in the middle. Yep, I like that. So that's our pocket bits. That's cute. I like that. I think it turned out pretty decent. And I'm glad I went with the white. Just cause, mainly the reason is because of this trim right here. That's what prompted buying this kit and doing this book. And then Moonbeam said, that's the one I want, Meemaw, right there. I want that one. And I said, yes, ma'am. Meemaw will do it for you. Alright, y'all. I'm going to get off here because I'm pretty sure I'm over an hour. Oh, yeah. About an hour and 20 minutes. Alright, so the only other thing I'm going to do is I'll take and make my photo mats and put in there. And then when they decorate, if they need sticker bits and stuff, we'll get the sticker bits for it. And I do have a bunch of Halloween stickers in my stash. So I don't want, like I said, I don't want to put too many stickers in it because I want to wait till they put the pictures and then embellish with the stickers, you know. It'll enhance the pictures. But I think it turned out pretty good so far. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. Okie doke. There it is. Our Halloween mini album finished. You know, besides I got to put my, why can I not tie bow? I mean, what is your deal? I just cannot tie bow to save it. I see that top piece is inside out. I don't know how to get that flipped around where it's not inside out. So it'll sit on the shelf and look like that on your shelf. If you put it front ways, and it'll look like that if you put it where the spine's out. I like that a lot. Okie doke, y'all. Let's get off here. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for coming along and crafting along with me as we decorated the little Moonbeam, my grandbaby's Halloween album that she picked out. She wanted these papers for her picture book, she said. So that's what Meemaw did. And the next thing I think I'm going to do is we're going to get us some fall ephemera made up to try to do couple of fall journals. And I got to do a fall mini album for her. I'm going to put this rest of this kit leftovers up. back in my Halloween box. And we'll save it for another book. Because I got enough papers and stuff in there to do another book. And this is going to be my photo mats. I'll cut them and glue them off camera here in a minute when I get ready to upload my video. So my next kit for her fall Halloween album is going to be a little more intricate than this. Because she does like, there's a place here called The Form. And they do sunflower pictures. They do a pumpkin patch pictures. They do, like you can go over there and trick or treat and take pictures as well. So, and then they have the apple dumpling something over there. I don't know what all it's called. But this is from Cartabella Fall Market. And she's like me. She loves the mint colors, and pink is her favorite colors. That's why she likes Mama's room so much. Because that's my colors, is mint and green. Mint, green, and pink. So this is the kit. And I pulled out some extra pages to go with it because I knew I was going to do flip-flops. Pretty much every page is going to be like a whole, it'll fold out this way and up this way or down this way. So that's going to be a build. And the papers that I'm going to put with it, that I'm going to build it out of, is the Summer Days mint green paper. I think that's going to be so beautiful with that kit. And then I have It's Simple Stories chipboard stickers that I thought went with it pretty good. These are the chipboard stickers, and I'll put Harvest and stuff like that. Now some of these, like these here and this, and I'll probably use in my fall journal decorative bits, but I know I'm going to put Harvest in a little truck on the front. I think so. But yeah, so that's going to be my next project, is to make her a little fall market book. Alrighty, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, and we will talk at you tomorrow.